welcome to this week's episode of Musical Mondays, where each week I talk about a different show from the world of musical theater. This week's musical is The Book of Mormon. I was inspired to do the show because this past weekend I finished Andrew Rannells' audiobook, Too Much Is Not Enough. Fun fact, Andrew Rannells is from Nebraska. Alright, let's dive in. The Book of Mormon is a musical comedy with music, lyrics, and book by Trey Parker, Robert Lopez, and Matt Stone. You may recognize some of these names. Parker and Stone were best known for creating the animated comedy South Park, and Robert Lopez co-created the music for the musical Avenue Q. He also wrote the music for Frozen with his wife. Fun fact, I did a paper about Robert Lopez for one of my classes in college. Another Frozen tie-in, Josh Gad, who voices Olaf, was the original Elder Cunningham. The show is a satirical examination of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints' beliefs and practices that ultimately endorses the power of love and service. Now that leads us into our plot. The show follows two Latter-day Saint missionaries, Elder Price and Elder Cunningham, as they attempt to preach the faith to the inhabitants of a remote Ugandan village. They are faced with a challenging lack of interest from the locals, who are distracted by more pressing issues including HIV and AIDS, famine, female genitalia mutilation, and oppression. As their journey continues, the two split, and Elder Cunningham begins preaching to the locals, but since he lacks much knowledge of the Book of Mormon, he makes up stories that combines what he knows of the Mormon doctrine with bits of science fiction. While this is happening, Price has been grappling with wanting to return to the United States, but ultimately decides to continue to preach in Uganda. As we move forward, the mission president comes, and there is a big demonstration by the villagers to honor them with the story of Joseph Smith, the American Moses, but it's altered with the information that Cunningham had given them, and the mission president is upset. But the villagers reveal that they knew that the stories were metaphors rather than the literal truth, and in the end go door to door to evangelize the Book of Arnold. Songs from the show include Hello, 2x2, Turn It Off, Man Up, Baptize Me, and I Believe. The original Broadway cast had Andrew Rannells as Elder Price and Josh Gad as Elder Cunningham. Gavin Creel played Elder Price on the first national tour and in the original West End production. Another notable Cunningham was Ben Platt in the Chicago production. The original production was nominated for 14 Tony Awards and won 9, including Best Musical. It also won the Grammy Award for Best Musical Theater Album. The original West End production was nominated for 6 Olivier Awards and won 4, including Best New Musical. Another fun fact, the musical took almost 8 years to create. Trey Parker, Robert Lopez, and Matt Stone began discussing the idea in 2003. They also took a trip to Salt Lake City for research. As of July 27, 2019, The Book of Mormon is the 14th longest-running Broadway show. Another fun fact, The Book of Mormon has grossed over $500 million, making it one of the most successful musicals of all time. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Musical Mondays. Tune in next week for another musical. This week's musical is The Book of Mormon. Oh my gosh, the wind. The wind. Alright. We're both on... The show is a satirical... The show is a satirical. The show is a satirical. Oh my gosh, why is this so hard? Satirical. The show follows two Latter-day Saints the original Best End. Best New Musical. Another notable... Wow, I hope that makes sense. An ad popped up. An ad. Fun facts.